Hello folks, today we're playing King Under the Mountain Alpha number 8, a colony builder in the same vein as Dwarf Fortress and RimWorld. It's been over 2 years since we last played this on Randomise User as part of our Alpha Soup playlist, and we're returning to it now because it's about to come out on Steam. Isn't that the old Savage Lands music? Anyway, this is actually releasing earlier than intended, so it's yet to implement the combat, but there's a load of good stuff that they've added since we last played it, including wildlife, settler customization, irrigation channels, fire, water wheels, mechanical power, fishing, constructible floors, and so on. Coming next on the roadmap are cave monsters, sexy elves, combat and raids, and peaceful mode. So have a bit of a look around the map. We want to make sure that we do start a settlement close to both the river and the mountains to make sure that we don't have too much wandering around. We also could do with a lot of trees. I think this is probably the best compromise place right about here. So let's select a starting place and press begin. And here are our boys, my boys. Let's have a look at them. Jarek Massive Pants. Oh dear. He really does have massive pants though, to be fair. There's Bjorn Strongarm. Well, can we rename them now? And let's call them... Let's not just call them the same old shit as we usually do, but I don't know, maybe we should. But I don't know, I'll leave that for now. Let's actually get on with the game. Let's put hints only, just so we don't have hot tutorial action. And now, first of all, let's start allocating some zones. Some stockpiles. We've already got one stockpile. Let's expand that a little bit for the raw materials. And I think what I'll do, this might not be the best way of doing it, but let's actually get them chopping down a few trees for later. Let's do that. And we can build bridges across the river at some point, which, when we run out of trees down here, is probably going to be a good thing. Right, should we do some mining yet? No, let's not. Let's start out by just doing a couple of basic food things, because otherwise we're going to starve. It's spring, and we need to start sowing things. So, let's get, farm plot, there we go. And let's get a variety of things. Let's make our farm, well, let's make a nice little let's make a series of plots. And we don't need to make huge ones, but I shall make a variety. Right, that. And then that'll be very good. They'll start cutting things down, and then well actually let's be allocating let's say some carrots, some potatoes. I think potatoes are additionally a winter crop, which is handy. We'll get some hemp, and because then we can get some fibre on the go as well. And let's get some tomatoes as well. And you know what? I think I might actually add yet a fifth one, since we've actually had hemp, which is a bit of an optional thing. And let's add... Well, that's bread making, so I don't really want to worry too much about that. Hops, or maybe barley and hops I think are for beer. Delicious beer. Let's go for corn. Yeah, that should be enough. I think they recommend like 10 farm plots per settler, and we've got 7 at the moment, so that's plenty. Kitchen, we need a kitchen, so... Kitchen. Hang on, what am I doing? Zones, kitchen... and we'll start... eventually I'll start digging into here, because they can die of exposure in the winter, so you don't necessarily want them flapping about all over. In fact, we should build a bedroom. But let's not. Let's just build this kitchen for now. Let's build a nice big kitchen there, add some furniture. Let's get all the things. We need a water barrel. We need a cauldron, because we want to make soup. We'll actually have to have a kitchen worktop. There's a few other things we could do as well. We don't need bakery type stuff, because we're not growing wheat. But should we worktop? Not probably yet. And everything else I think can probably wait. I think we've got everything we need just to make the soup. I'm making everything outside for now, but let's actually start mining now, because I think I might want to do an indoors bedroom. Orders, mining. Right, here we go. So I'm going to make a long, thin bedroom. Basically, rooms inside the mountain will collapse if you're not careful. If it's like 7 by 7 space or more, but you can put pillars up to make sure that the roof doesn't cave in. That's a system that's been in the game for a long time. Oh, the trees have almost been cut down, so let's chop some more down. What I could do is, whilst we're still fanning, I'm going to speed things up. I'm going to allocate more jobs. So, hang on, slow you down. Get you. I'm going to make you into a miner, because I think we need more mining. We may want some more farmers as well, so let's add that to the job. So a lot of people have got like 2 jobs, some have got 3, and all will be good. Nobody's doing any mining yet, but it'll happen. We've got plenty of starting resources. Now, is there any other... Let's have a bit of a look around. Is this granite? Oh, it's limestone. We'll probably need some more... We'll need to mine out some more stuff. I'll get rid of that, because that's a nice, easy thing that everyone can get at. Because we will need to turn. Oh yes, we do need to get all the regular things like a masonry workshop. Yeah, I'll do these all outside for now, just because it's taken so long to actually cut stuff down. So that'll turn raw blocks into actual usable stone blocks. And we'll also need to do the same for wood, since we're now cutting down a lot of wood. And that goes under sawmill. Let's put that. Well, what I could do, actually, let's place that right next to that stockpile, just to make things a bit easier. Wood cutting bench, and all these things will happen automatically. So it's all set up to maintain a certain number of things in your colony at any one time. So I should point out God, it's bloody massive pants again. I should point out we've also got a relatively recent happiness system, very RimWorld-like. Optimistic about new settlement, plus 40. Slept on rough ground, minus 10. Slept in the rain, minus 40. So there is a whole sort of breaking system and like kicking things around the place sort of system, just like in RimWorld. So we've got to be careful. But to start with, we don't need to worry about that because we have the optimism thing going on. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something. I'm going to lay, not walls, I'm going to lay some floors, some oh no, maybe some wood, because we've got plenty of wood. Since everyone seems to be walking around, well, everyone's going to be walking around here, so I'll give them a path which they'll choose to, by preference, choose to use, and they'll go dead fast along it, which is all very handy. Oh, the spuds! Oh no, they're the carrots. The carrots are being sown, and nobody's doing any more sowing. Okay, hang on. I'll tell you what I forgot to do. Yeah, we need a tool stockpile, which means that I'll put all the tools into there and that'll be good. And we could also do with, whilst I think about it, whilst I bother my little brain about it, we could do with another stockpile for food. Oh, also seeds. That's another thing I haven't actually done yet, have you? Right, okay, let's place a stockpile for seed. Oh, okay, that's already part of that one. Yeah, now look, they're really getting going with the seeds now. That's more like it. Thought things were going a bit slow. There's a lot to remember. And yes, and now they've got access to the bloody tools, the stockpile. They're actually now going like the clappers to do this mining. And this is just to get the rock, and then this will take a bit longer, and we can turn this into the bedroom. In fact, what we could do, just temporarily, we could make this into a really small bedroom. This is technically roofed because there's an automatic roof from cutting out into the mountain, so this will stop them sleeping in the rain. Not tonight, but in the future. Beds are better, but we need the linen, hence why we're growing flax. Why is there a pipe there? Stop being a pipe there. That's fine, it's just hanging out. It's not actually built there. We actually have to build those underground. So it's now still spring, so we're still very much in the sowing time of things. And we've got a reasonable amount. It's hard to see, but there's little dots in there. So we've got a reasonable amount sown, and we've also got a marble millstone for some reason. And look, they're all having a big kip together, which is not ideal because shared a bedroom with others gives them a minus 15, and they're also sleeping on the rough ground. But at least they're not sleeping in the rain anymore. I'm actually going to allocate someone with the hunter profession, because in my earlier playing around with this, I didn't actually get them to manage to actually hunt anything. But maybe if let's try this. I think you've actually got to order them via this menu. Right, slow down. Right, I'll try to kill the wild boar. We may actually therefore need a butchery table, so I'll be thinking about that now. Let's place that there. And here we go. Yes, we actually do have, I think... here we go. I think we did actually have some... Oh, what are you doing? Where are you going? There you go! What are you going to do? Punch it to death? Apparently so. Uh-oh, the other boar's getting involved. Ooh. Bleeding, bruised chest, light damage to intestines. Ugh. It doesn't help. Oh god. Bow. Apparently she didn't have a bow. I should have probably actually chosen that. Oh no. She's actually got a lot of damage. I mean, it's not just that. There was all sorts of other awful damage, but... Oh! It's okay, the boar appears to have given up. Wait, I don't know where you're going, but... Apparently you've basically given up and started going towards... hauling stone boulders, and to be honest, I don't blame you. Maybe there aren't any bows. Maybe we actually need to build an armory. I think maybe we do. Well, she can be recovering somehow. I'm not sure how it works in this game, but let's start by thinking about... So we're still building everything outdoors at the moment, which is less than ideal. But Fletcher's workbench. Yeah, that sounds very bow and arrow-ish. Oh, this is done. Okay, now we can actually build a proper bedroom, I think. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, this is pretty safe. I mean, I don't know how much like being indoors versus just being under a roof is implemented in this game. Because I know in RimWorld, obviously you prefer to have walls as well as roofs. Right, okay, so the bedroom's going to be there. We'll place some beds. I mean, we'll make it out of wood, but we also need linen. So, that'll be enough for now. We'll probably need to just like get sorted with some extra wallage. And doors are never quite. Doesn't always work for me. This, but we'll see. Hang on. Yeah. You can get it to work eventually. I think we actually need to build the walls first around it. So the rain will keep our crops watered, but I think in the summer, and also possibly later on in the game, you will need irrigation. I haven't actually I've tried to get irrigation to work on a previous go, but I couldn't quite get the water to go into the channels, so that's something I'm not going to bother doing at the moment. Oh, what's that? A fox! Oh, go hunting, you idle fox. Yeah, we're still technically trying to hunt that boar, but I didn't realise there were foxes in the game. I know there were deer somewhere. There we go. A doe, a deer, a female deer. There's actually loads of them. Let's go back to here. Well, I think we could start, really start to build indoors now. We'll really start to mine indoors. So again, we'll stick to the... Well, we need a feasting hall at some point. Because of the whole kitchen thing. I think just a series of... Let's make all the rooms just slightly smaller than 7x7, just to make damn sure that nothing goes spectacularly wrong. I'll make this my production room. Now, something didn't quite work here. I think we found a new cave inside where I was trying to mine out. Ugh, so this is all just empty... Oh no, this is going to collapse. Hang on. And before we go any further, we may need to put in a pillar. So I'm starting to build everything rebuild everything indoors now. I'm going to build right there and there. This is my new masonry workshop. What I'm doing is I think I've cancelled all this now. I'm building walls in as well. I'm actually going to remine out what I was going to remine, because my goal is to essentially have a very long, thin stockpile, or several stockpiles down here. It'll all be good. Probably. They've all gone to sleep again. So ideally, I think we're also going to move the kitchen indoors. And this is going to be... Oh, the dining hall is ready. I should be doing that, shouldn't I? Zones. Feasty hall, lad, place. Where is it? Feasting hall, there it is. Nice big area. Feasting table. There it is. Big boy feasting table. Actually, I'm making this out of stone. I really shouldn't be. Wood, that's more like it. Serving table. Oh my god, there's starting to run out of space here. Maybe I might actually have to mine out some more. I think I'm actually going to put the kitchen in here. It's not a very big kitchen. I might expand into here then at some point, but yeah, because it's not much space. There's a lot of stuff that we could put in here eventually, but cauldron. We need kitchen worktop. And possibly that butcher's workstation as well. So yes, if I do start making a bakery or whatever, I'll expand into there. Having said that, we also need a food stockpile for finished food. So where I should put this? Maybe I should expand this and put it into here. And then, yeah, okay, that's what I'll do. I was also going to build some doors. Now that everything's up and running. I don't necessarily think this is actually anything other than cosmetic, but I'll do it anyway. I'm not sure making lanterns out of wood is a good idea. I don't know why, but it just feels like it'll burn itself up. But I'm going to place a few here and there. Right, time to expand the feasting hall a little more. Now we don't really need a huge amount. I want to make sure there's a few other things as well. Like that. Beer tapper, if only. I'm starting to build these stockpiles, so this is all going to be raw materials there. Products. Feels like it should be making us... I still need to dig out so much stuff. Maybe we should bring the tools indoors. Oh, it still just adds to that one. Okay, it just combines them when you actually join up the stockpiles then. Okay, fair enough. I'm not going to complain. Now, there is actually some food being produced. Look, some delicious... I think these are carrots. Yeah, 17 carrots there, which will eventually go into the food stockpile, which I think I placed here. There's a wild boar in our bloody house. We still actually got around to hunting that. That was the non-hunted one. Did the other wild boar ever get hunted then? I don't know. But there are some deer there. So, a stag this time, so let's maybe try and hunt that one there. So, I wonder if the other boar ever got killed then? Maybe it did. I don't think we've got a textile workshop. I'll have to bung one in. Only a small one, admittedly. A retting tank and a loom. And that'll allow us to make linen, and then therefore we can finally make these bloody beds. Although we need planks. I'm not quite sure if we've got many planks. Oh, we've got loads of planks. Now it's the autumn. Harvesting has taken place. Well, I think some crops... do we ever grow potatoes? Where's all the hemp? Did we even grow that? I think possibly. The answer is maybe. Who knows? We've got tomatoes. We've got the delicious tomatoes in, so that's all good. Really could have done with the linen, but we haven't even built that place yet. We still haven't actually finished constructing the new stonemason benches. I accidentally tore that down a bit early, the original one, so we're a bit stuck for actually making stuff at the moment. Although we've just made the workbench, the carpentry workbench and the woodcutting bench, so they're up and running again. I think now we've finished building the walls, we're finally getting around to the masonry workbenches again. So finally, yes, there we go, we have our stonemason workbench back again. And we can get properly making all our rocks and everything. So the lanterns just require iron ingots. There are iron ingots in the colony, it's just that we haven't got around to doing it yet, because I've given everyone so much bloody stuff to do. There's some iron ingots, 21 of them. Finally, the feasting hall is now sorted. Pretty much, yeah. In fact, everything's made there. They're still sleeping on there because, well, I'll move them indoors. I think I'll give them sleeping spots inside here because I don't like them sleeping outside, even though they're not actually technically outside. But so we'll give them sleeping spots there, and we'll finally remove all this nonsense, which automatically gets rid of the sleeping spots, which is handy, even though they're still asleep. But shush, the rug has been pulled out from under them. I don't like the fact that this boar is hanging out inside our house, but I'm going to pretend it's tame. I shall call it Gerald. So really, we'll continue on from here by making like an earthworks, metalworks, which needs to be an absolutely vast thing, and then we can start working with iron ores and stuff like that. But that's a whole thing in itself. I'm just going to expand a little bit so I can actually bring the armoury indoors, because most of the stuff is now all ready to go. I just need to... in fact, I can cancel the kitchen now, but there's still some work going on there by the looks of it. And then, what even is this? They never even built the iron cauldron, the lazy shits. But never mind. But yeah, I think everything's going smoothly here. We'll stop now because it's about to be winter anyway. But yeah, well, hopefully we'll play this again when the actually releases fully on Steam and see what else is ready to. I'm really waiting for the combat to actually be put in the game, which I think should be quite a bit of fun. But although apparently you can already kill the wildlife, although I've never managed to actually see that in action yet. But yeah, thanks for watching. Do subscribe to Randomise User to be notified when new stuff goes live and all that. Check me out and buy me a coffee if you want to support the channel and say thank you for the videos. Link should be on the screen and in the description. Bye for now.